All right, hockey fans. So here we go. This should be fun. Wake up this morning. Of course, I know what everybody's talking about. The Bennett Stolarz thing. I just want to get this out of the way. So here's my take. Now, if you follow this channel, you know how I roll. If you don't, if you're going to come to the comments calling me a new Panther fan because they just got good and the homerish stuff, just save it. Do yourself a favor and do your research first before you go insulting me, at least in that way. If there's anybody who criticizes what the Panthers do more, if there's anybody that criticizes the Panthers more, you good luck finding them. Good luck, okay? For context, I was surprised Mikkola didn't get suspended the last time. I don't know how he didn't get suspended, and I was vocal about that. So when we do something stupid, I'll say something stupid. Now, the Sam Bennett thing. First off, I hate that Stolarz got hurt. We love that guy, okay? He was a big part of our team last year, number one. And number two, the last thing I want to do, I still want to win the series, but I don't really want to win the series and have Leaf fans crying about how we won because Stolarz is hurt and Wall got in. That's not how we do things around here. But of course, there's the narrative around the Panthers, and it's episodes like this that get added to the pile when maybe really they shouldn't. That gives you an idea of my take on this. Now, there's stupid things. What Ekblad did was stupid. Okay? It was retaliatory. It was purposeful. It was obvious. That was stupid. What Mikkola did, I just can only describe as a brain fart. I'm talking about it in the Tampa series. I don't know what he was thinking, but he had another hit last night that was questionable. Right? So there's that. Now, Sam Bennett, I'm going to show you 3 images. And if you can rationally explain to me the answer to the question that I'm going to have, then I might be able to have my opinion swayed. We'll put it that way. So I tweeted about it, but I'm not going to get into the tweet because I'm going to basically say what I said here. Here's the first image. Now, you'll notice down here, okay, this is a video that I got. It's 2 seconds into the video. Okay, the puck is on Sam Bennett's stick, and he's holding the stick in a normal way in that position. Okay, maybe he's trying to pull it in. He's going to maybe try to go short side. Don't know exactly, but the puck is on his stick. Okay, what do you think's on his mind in that moment? Anybody want to guess? I'd be willing to guess my nuts that injure Stolarz is not on his mind in that moment. Now, Stolarz comes out to meet him because he's a good goalie. You can see here that his skate is right on the edge of the crease, and his head is way forward, which means what? His head is outside the crease, which is where Sam Bennett is going and is allowed to be. Okay? At this point, the puck is on this. I mean, if you have fault at this point in the video, you might be biased with no help for you. Okay. Next frame. Now we're at 3 seconds. Now the defenseman's stick has come in. The puck is moving. Now Bennett moves his elbow in. Okay. Now you can't really see Stolarz's head from here, but you got to figure it's somewhere right about in here. Now I'm going to show you the next frame, and I'm going to come back to this frame. Okay, so here we are. All right, we're at 3 seconds in the video. Bennett just now lost the puck, so he's tucked his elbow in. He's past Stolarz at this point. There's still 3 seconds. From the time that he lost the puck to the time he was past Stolarz was less than a second. So here's my question to you that think this is intentional. Right now, this is the moment. This is the microsecond that Bennett loses the puck. Exactly what would you have him do? What position is he supposed to take at that moment to avoid Stolarz? He can't raise his stick or he's going to hit guys in the face with his stick, right? What is he supposed to do? Okay, what motion at that point, since you're so sure that he did this on purpose, to prove that he did it on purpose, what exactly is he supposed to do here? Would you like him to stop on a dime and jump over Stolarz? That's not going to work out too well if Stolarz starts to lift up. What exactly is it that you want him to do? Okay, we're at 3 seconds in the video here. By the time he's past Stolarz, a second hasn't even gone by. Not even a second. Now, for those of you who have played the game or any kind of a sport, you understand how shit happens, and it can happen pretty damn fast. All right? Now, I'm not saying Sam Bennett is a saint, but it's plays like this that are very obviously, to an unbiased eye, a bang-bang hockey play. And I know that that's going to get a ton of hate, and all you Leaf fans are going to be on your, and you're going to have everybody hating me for that. And that's fine. Go ahead. But I'm not wrong. If you can answer to me exactly what Sam Bennett was supposed to do, let's look at it again. The puck's on his stick. We're at 2 seconds. The puck is on his stick. The puck's on his stick, people. Okay? Do you really think, if you really think in this moment with that puck right there on his stick that his intent is to injure Stolarz, I have no words for you. There's no help for you. If you think in this moment, in this second, that what is in Sam Bennett's brain is that screw the goal, I'm going to try to hurt Stolarz, who has come out, his skate's in the crease. His skate is in the crease, but his head is not. His head is not. Now, yes, does the player in general have a responsibility to try to avoid contact with the goalie? Fine, I hear that. However, the puck is on his stick here. What would you like him to do with his arm? Because in less than a second, he's going to be past Stolarz. He can't lift his stick, right? He can't. If he lifts his stick, he might get Stolarz under the chin. He has no other option. He has two options in this microsecond: tuck his arm in, or try in the microsecond to stop on a dime and jump over Stolarz, excuse me, which is going to go horribly wrong if Stolarz lifts his head. So now I got to get a drink of water. I'm choking on myself. So you tell me, for those of you who are going to come to the comments and call me a homer and an uneducated Panther fan and blah, 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 blah. You put in that comment what Sam Bennett is supposed to do from the time where he loses the puck right here. He's got his elbow. What else do you want him to do with that arm? What else is he supposed to do with it? He can't go outward with it. He's going to hit. If he left that arm extended, then you would have an argument. But, I mean, he is clearly tucked it in as tight as he possibly can here. And in less than a second, he's past him. And he still has things tucked. Now, I understand the narrative, and I understand how if you watch things in slow motion that you can spin a narrative one way or another. But I believe that's what's happening here to the negative. Context is important. It's key in this case. The puck is on his stick. Less than a second later, he's past Stolarz. If you actually honestly, truly believe from watching that in less than a second, Bennett went from having the puck on his stick in a playoff game, trying to figure out how to corral it with 3 Leafs around him, to I'm going to injure Stolarz here on purpose, you shouldn't be watching sports. You shouldn't be watching sports. Go pick daisies or something. If you actually think in that microsecond that he did that purposefully, you're not fit to watch sports. You just shouldn't be, because sports is a violent, fast game and things happen. And sometimes unfortunate things happen. And this happens to be a very unfortunate thing. Now, I know some people are thinking maybe he got hurt on the slap shot. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to comment on that. I don't know. What I saw was an unintentional. Did he make contact? Of course he made contact. There's no denying that. But I didn't. There was no forward motion. He tucked his elbow and he just coasted by and rubbed him. Now, what I'll find interesting is when Stolarz recovers a little bit, I'd be interested to hear what he has to say. Is he going to admit, say, I kind of didn't feel right after the slap shot? I'm not saying he'd be lying to not admit it. I'm just saying if that's the case, would he admit it? But that's it. That's all I have here. I'm not a Sam Bennett homer. He does stupid stuff. Should he have been suspended for what he did last year with Marchand? I mean, Marchand was coming in trying to hit him. Remember, Bennett had just come back from a broken hand. Okay? There's things that you can criticize. But this, you're reaching. It's an absolute reach. It's an absolute reach because of what happened to Stolarz. Everybody loves the dude. Don't want to see that guy get hurt. You don't want to see any goalie get hurt. But Stolarz especially is a really good story. But you explain it to me. You explain it to me how in less than a second he went from the puck on his stick to purposefully injuring Stolarz. And I'll listen. This I got to hear.